There have been many unique builds made for Elden Ring, and one of them that feels quite skill reliant, but still fun, is the Beastman Wolverine build that I came up with after much experimentation. If you like these builds, please like and subscribe for even more wacky Elden Ring builds in the future. Now on to the video. The Beastman build is a close quarters bleed build that relies on the Hookclaws as a primary weapon and Bloodhound Step as the getaway mechanic. To use this build effectively, you will need to watch for hit timings and be aware of your surroundings at all times, which is why it is very skill heavy. I find it very fun to play however, as claws are super rewarding when executed properly. This is a dex focused build as claws scale with dex, so the warrior is king when it comes to that. Samurai can also execute this based on stats, however I went with the wretch for pure aesthetic and more stat freedom. Now the Beastman build can be executed pretty early in the game, but relies on a weapon you get after beating Margit. However, if you want claws before Margit, there are up here in the abandoned cave called the Venomous Fangs, which are quite cool and cause poison buildup, but it's up to you to decide if you want to brave the cave so early. Some people can just opt to beat Margit with the sword and shield combo for ease and then pick up the Hookclaws inside the castle at the point I'm showing now. Bloodhound Step is the Ash of War that I use, and is from the Night Cavalry boss at Len's Rise. You cannot beat him at the start of the game, but you can kill him by cheesing him through the poison bombs up this hill. Wait until it says enemy failed, and you will get 42,000 runes and the Bloodhound Step Ash of War. Armor is anything you'd prefer. I love the warrior's armor because it's so open and matches what a beastman is to me, but aesthetic is always the player's choice. I have the twinned armor on because of an experiment where I hid behind D and watched him die, but I mostly just go with pants and gloves only. Stat distribution. This build is a dex damage build, but you want to also put points into vigor, mind, and arcane as well. Here's why. Vigor is for more health, but is lower priority because I hope you are dodging. Mind is also low priority, but is needed to spam Bloodhound Step. Arcane speeds up bleed buildup and may be the second most important stat after vigor. Additionally, there are some key skills that you can use to make this build even more viable. They're by no means necessary, I just chose them because they enhance the power of the build. Like Bloodflame Blade increases bleed buildup, so combining that with your high arcane, well not really high arcane, but investing into arcane will see you proccing bleeds more often. Poison armament is always also there because, poison plus bleed equals a lot of damage. I prefer to use Bloodflame Blade because more consistent bleed equals more damage, but you can use whichever one you choose. Bestial Vitality, you get that from Grank in the Bestial Catacombs when you first teleport from the third church of Marika, and you see Grank inside the building. Yeah, you can get that from him if you give him Death Root. I chose that because it gives you HP over time, so it means I can go crazy more often. Now there you have it. That's my Beastman Wolverine build. I've been Godric with it before, sorry I don't have footage of that yet, but I will redo the build sometime soon and show how I fought Godric. Did you make this build yet? What do you think of it? Do you have a build that you would like me to try to make? Let me know all that in the comments below. Until next time, may the Elden Ring ever shine on you.